City Beats.
Arnold Bugamuzi is commonly known as Andy Muzik. He is one of the top music producers in Uganda, and growing up he had all the signs of becoming a music producer.
My games used to be more music. Like I used to play with friends. I could make kids sing. That's what my mom told me. Like after, like I could make kids sing. And music has always been like something that I've enjoyed. Even at that age, I used to have favorite songs that I loved. Till the time that it came to my head that I started being curious about how music is made, how I can develop my own music. That's how I got into the into learning production, learning musical instruments.
Andy could not access his university education after finishing his senior 6 due to finances, but his music never let him down.
I stopped in senior 6, and not willingly, cause there was no money. For your point of information, I'm an orphan, like total orphan. I lost my parents. I lost my mom when I just finished P7. My dad died long time, like 1996. So my childhood, let me say from 10 and above, I lived with my mom. Of course, my mom is my hero. She was everything to me. Though she left this world when I needed her most. Secondary, I studied under sponsorship. It wasn't easy, and then after my A levels, um, they stopped paying for me. Though music has been my savior. I took After my senior 6, I took my other time, my vacation, working as I'm learning music, producing. I've, I've, I've been in this production thing, like, let me say now it's 10 years from the time of learning up to where I am now in the pro. Though I'm looking forward to go back to school with time.
In 2011, Andy officially ushered into professional music. He was performing with his friends in different bars and restaurants. This opened many doors for him.
I had my crew, it was called TX. And then we used to sing. Of course, they used to call me Bunga, they used to call me Arnold. But then it wasn't clicking. I tried even naming myself some weird names like Desert Fox. I used to like Kid Fox anyway. Uh, then I found that it's not that good, it's not that cool. And I wanted to be real because I'm a real man, I'm a Rasta, I'm a real boy. Um, I decided to name myself a cool and a decent name. My friends started calling me Andy, Andy, Andy. So I like Andy Music. So that is the time. One day I go to Ntinda side, and then I bump into some place called Buddies. It was a bar by then. I met this guy Kazora. I was starstruck. This guy. Oh, this guy is on TV, like. And then I performed, only to see the guy comes and likes the song I performed, and then he's like, man, he wants to sign me. That's how Andy Music gets to Buddies. And then the next day I go back there, meet Kazora. Kazora shows me the studio. He's like, yo, there's a studio here, man, you can come and work. I get your producer. And then I'm like, no, I also produce. I do. And he's like, oh man, great. So it's like, the studio is here, man, come and work and do whatever you want to do. So I started strategizing my moves and everything. Luckily enough, Buddies was a place where celebrities would come, chill, had nights, Shibas. They used to have nights there with Keiko, GNL. All those guys used to be there. So Every time before the show, they would come, we chill in the studio. So I ended up working with people with names, and people say feeling and the music. They say feeling the music. Um, Things just happen like that, fast and easy.
And he has been training on the music scene of Uganda. He has worked with almost all award-winning artists across East Africa.
I got my eyes on things that have made me happy, of course. Well, when I hear people dance to my production, like the hits, of course, and the business popping in, yeah, and me being able to get everything from basic needs out of what I sacrificed my life for, the music, what I've given my time to, what has made me even not do any other thing, the music, but to see that what I'm doing is actually giving me a living. I can survive. I've done everything that I always wanted to do. I think it's a good achievement, and that is one of the things that has made me happy.
While at his best, Andy has guiding principles, a set of personal ethics, and he encourages most upcoming content producers to master the art of principles too.
There's one word I know, and that word is discipline. You have to be disciplined. Be disciplined. Like there are five. Okay, I normally put them like five. One is discipline. Two is discipline. Three is discipline. Four is discipline. If you have discipline in everything you do, the sky is the beginning. You can be anything. Discipline in a way that character, discipline in time, discipline in your word. Like when you tell someone you're going to do something, you have to do it. Discipline in your health. When people become famous, they tend to use a lot of drugs, and they get taken up with their habits, and so they end up losing, like they end up being victims of weird diseases, uh, end up victims of bad scenarios. Like you see, we've lost people because of poor conduct, like in public, So to be anything you want to be in life, it's one word: discipline.
Andy Music is optimistic that the Ugandan music industry is capable of competing favorably at a global scope.
I'm happy where the Ugandan music is, and I'm happy for the fact that guys are now learning to do things in a formal and a pro way. Music is no longer something you can just do, like you wake up and you be like, I want to sing, and you think people are going to love music. You need to strategize. You need to know which market you're singing to. You need to know exactly what you want to achieve out of the music if you decide to sing. So I think people's eyes are now open, like they can realize that.
The entertainment industry does not come with fame only. Artists are involved in many scandals, but however, Andy has been able to sustain the pressure of fame and its negative impacts.
Yeah, to avoid any kind of conflict, of course, I'll stick on the word discipline, and also you. I think it's maturity also. Uh, if you know you're talented and you're good at what you do, it's a blessing from God, and no one can take it away from you, and no one will ever be like you. It's your gift. So I think to avoid any kind of conflict, you need to first of all know who you are, know what you want to be in life, and know which people which people can help you to achieve what you want to achieve, and then respect everyone around you, respect yourself, stay out of trouble.
Loving what he does has kept Andy moving forward in his career and exploring himself even more.
'Cause I've been searching for someone like you. I know what I'm supposed to do in this life. I know I'm a music producer, I'm a musician. So my life is music. If I don't do music, I don't want to do any other thing. I can participate in other things, but it's not my passion. It's not what makes me happy. So music is something that I found that makes me happy. There's nothing that can ever stop me to do it. And I think the fact that, okay, people may say I'm bragging. Yes, I'm good at what I do because I enjoy everything I do, and people like it. And that alone makes me keeps me moving, because you see, it's so good and so overwhelming. Like every time you do something and people appreciate it, it gives you the driving force to keep on working, to keep on producing. So every time I'm venturing, I'm exploring, I'm teaching my brain, informing my brain every time on different things, different styles, different. So I'm always having work. I think anyone, don't work because of I don't know any reason you have, but work because you love to do what you do, and you have to be serious. Give yourself, like if you've decided to do music, do music.
He would not be a genius in music production without looking up to someone, and he too has role models.
My role models have been the greatest guys in my world. They might be great for me, not great for you. Um, People like Bob Marley. I love their brains, though they went before even some of us were born. But when you go and read about them and see their interviews and see everything they've done, yo, it's they are deep in everything they've ever done.
Andy realized that music is a powerful tool for transmitting life-changing messages to people, and he's looking forward to empowering special groups in society using music.
We come in this industry singing about love, baby wine for me, baby slow wine, and we think that's the order of the day. But as you go deep in the music industry, you mature, you tend to see, like, you need to speak to the community. You find that some people in this world, they have to be told to realize some things. You find like we have many drug addicts in our society. We have many unemployed people in our society. And yes, people keep on blaming the system and blaming it on family, blaming it on friends, blaming it on, I don't know, anything like life. But I think the only person to blame is you, normally, in this life. And music, we are trying our best, like, to preach, like, let me call it preaching. We're trying our best to speak to people, because it's not that we also who are doing it, we're born rich or lucky.
Andy has learnt all beyond music.
I've learned that as a man, you're supposed to be, oh, not only a man, as a human being, you're supposed to be principled in life. Know what you want and what you don't want, and keep your principles. Don't betray principles. Don't go against your principles. And also being transparent, and also no, don't be shady. Don't talk what you can't do. um, and also respecting every person, no matter their class, no matter the way they look, no matter anything. Just respect everyone. Just be humble.
Andy is happily settled and faithful to his lover. Together they have so far one baby girl called Atara.
I have my woman I love so much, and she gave me a very beautiful baby girl. Yes, my sweet Atara. Yeah, I'm a settled guy.
The music career has also come with achievements for Andy Music.
Of course, I've helped my family. Um, I've acquired land. Um, this year I want to venture into farming besides music, and I have bigger plans, though they are personal. I like talking about things when it's there.
And is teaming up with his fellow producers to improve the sound of most Ugandan songs in a bid to improve the quality of Ugandan music.
Life and back to reality, revitalize and resuscitate me.
Um, we have projects coming up. We have there's something I want to do with Nassim. He's my friend, and we are looking, as producers, we are looking at improving the sound of the country. So there are projects coming up. Watch out. And then, of course, expect a lot from Andy Music this year. New sound, new artists.
He advises young producers to be true to themselves in order to fetch career success.
To anyone watching City Beats now, for you to succeed in everything in life, first of all, be true to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. And love God and be disciplined. That's all.
You are the number one girl to the ring. Them other girl